What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Mr. Ocelot, back again with a update on my project bike, Project Banshee. This is a bike that I built 8 months ago, based off of the Hyper E-Ride 29er, available from Walmart for $600. And I added, I think it was like almost $3,000 in parts onto it. And I just wanted to give a 8-month long-term update and share any lessons learned for anyone else who's thinking of building their own project bike. My number one critique of this bike would be the fact that it's a hardtail. I hadn't had a hardtail mountain bike in many years, and I kind of forgot how spoiled I am now. But yeah, hardtails go slower and they're much rougher on mountain biking trails. So you know, the rough ride not only makes it kind of like rough on your body, but it also slows you down. So that's like definitely a big con. The geometry is kind of like an old school 29er mountain bike, and by that, what I mean by that is like the head angle, which like is the angle here of the fork. It's like 70 degrees, so that's like a BMX bike, like old school kind of bike. But modern mountain bikes these days have like 66 degree head angles. So yeah, as far as like the fork actually absorbing bumps when you're descending down, say like an enduro trail, the geometry is it's functional, but it's compromised. Number 3 would be the fork travel. So I do think this fork, the RockShox Recon, is suited for a bike frame of this, you know, setup. So really, it's not just the fork, but it's just kind of the whole suspension of the bike. The fact that it's a hardtail in the rear and an old school geometry. It wouldn't make sense to really upgrade the fork, but at the same time, I'm not happy with 100 millimeters of fork travel. And again, I'm spoiled because my main mountain bike has 160 millimeters of fork travel. Another huge weakness of this bike, I would say, is the Bafang BBS02B 500 watt mid-drive motor I got on here. It is an upgrade over the stock Hyper hub motor, obviously, but it's not the greatest mid-drive motor. And the reason for that, there's 2 reasons for that. Number 1 is like torque. It doesn't have the same kind of gusto that my Bosch motor has on my Cube Stereo Hybrid, and like at max power. And I know that because this actually came with a throttle. So if I just put that throttle on, it's max power and it's giving it everything it has, but it's just not quite enough with the BBS02. And then the number 2 complaint I have about this motor is the fact that it's a cadence sensor, not a torque sensor. So it's relying on the speed of the revolutions of the cranks to decide how much power to give you. Now, how quickly you're pedaling the cranks could mean many different things on the trail, whether you're in the right gear, whether you're going uphill, downhill, all that. So at the end of the day, what you get is like phantom pedaling, where the motor's maybe giving you more power than you want sometimes, and other times it's not giving you enough. So if you do build a project bike with a mid-drive motor, I really recommend getting a torque sensor motor. Because that delivery of power is inefficient in that way, it also leads to inefficiencies. So, you know, this bike, Project Banshee, is kind of already compromised because the battery is only 270 watt hours. You know, I'm able to overcome that by carrying a second battery pack, but still, the efficiency is not great, and that's something that would be improved upon with a torque sensing motor. If I only had a solution in mind to address those issues. Oh, what's this? Somebody left a Hyper E-Ride mid-drive in my driveway. I'm gonna have to build this out. Stay tuned, everyone. Thanks for watching.